Let's take a look at the Splat Cat. So a Splat Cat would be where you're hitting the wall. Potentially you would have gone for a cat leap or an arm jump and not made it. And traditionally, this is sort of a bailing technique, a safety technique that you would land on the side of the wall, not being able to catch the top, and safely descend and land on the floor from the jump. Essentially you're splatting against the wall and then dropping. This has also evolved into an actual movement that allows you to take a bigger descent. You're taking off from a very high wall that you can't take the drop from. You ricochet off of another wall at a lower point using the Splat Cat, and that allows you to descend. That's a much more advanced technique, but or it's the same technique, but generally much, much higher. We're going to look at the Splat Cat and how to start it and how to begin with it. So the key will be that you want all four limbs, both hands and both feet, in contact with the wall at the exact same time. You're trying to focus on the feet again as taking impact, but it's this coordination of protecting your head and your knees and the rest of you with your toes and your hands. So to start with, what you want to get used to doing is just jumping at a wall and trying to make contact with all four limbs at the same time. Like that, okay? So just jumping up, getting all four limbs and focusing on trying to do that. Once you have got comfortable with doing that, like you're using the ball of foot, try not to not stub your toe, you're using the ball of the foot, then you can take a step in. So take a little bit of a different distance back, take a step in and drop. Okay, so you hit, splat and drop. Again, let's do this again, step in and drop. And as you can see, this allows me to land on the floor without falling back or falling forwards. As I'm landing, I'm looking through my legs and looking at the target. At this height, it's fine, I know where the floor is, but once you get higher, you want to be looking down at where you're gonna land, your target landing spot, and aiming for it, again, landing on the balls of the feet. So let's take this up now a little bit higher. We'll stand on the wall and now do a full Splat Cat, where I now have to take impact from the drop. So I'm going to land feet and hands and then drop. So hopping up on the wall, and then from here, I'm going to again lead with my feet if I can, and then splat and drop. Okay, let's do that again. So landing with the feet, my hands are protecting my head. I then look between my feet and land on the ground. So let's do that one more time. So from here, picking my spot on where I'm landing, so there, and land. Obviously, you can build this up. Start off with a low wall, gradually build up, shorter and closer, and then you can do as far and as big as you can. Some people do running jumps, massive, long distances, hitting the wall, and then big drops. This is when you get much more advanced, but it's a really good technique for protecting yourself and descending.